Fox 5 Live Viper showing some activity starting to blossom on the west side of the city in Douglas County and Carroll County. If we zoom in to that area, it's very isolated in nature right now. These cells are very small, but they're dumping heavy rainfall right there between Mableton and Douglasville, and then just north of Villa Rica with some lightning off towards Dallas. You guys are under some torrential rain right now, but these are very isolated. There's really not much movement to them either, kind of just sitting still. This other storm well off to the northeast of the city, just northeast of Gainesville, has not moved much over the past 30 minutes, just kind of sitting there, dumping some heavy rainfall right there just south of Lula and to the east of Gainesville. Any storms that do fire this afternoon are going to stay pretty stationary, dumping some very heavy rainfall, maybe some lightning with them, but nothing severe. But watch out for some ponding on the roadways. Most of the action right now on the I-85 corridor and the I-20 corridor just starting to pop up there where there's a little boundary that's formed. I think most of the coverage will be to the south of that today, but that's where they're firing right now thanks to this high pressure system off to the southeast, funneling in that Gulf moisture, making for a hot and humid afternoon today and a hot and humid rest of your week too. Now, how hot and humid is it right now? Try saying that 3 times fast. Right now, 85 degrees with a dew point at 73, making that heat index feel like it's 92 degrees outside. And that's going to increase as we get through the rest of the day with more daytime heating, and that temperature will increase. Dew point bringing that heat index well into the mid 90s by mid-afternoon. Elsewhere around Atlanta, we're in the upper 80s in Canton and Rome at 88. Also LaGrange, you guys are warm right now at 88 degrees. 84s in Athens and Eatonton, 85 in Clayton right now, and we can expect this to increase to near 90 in most spots this afternoon. Most of the coverage for these showers and storms this afternoon will be mainly south of the I-85 corridor and south of I-20 with 30 to 40% chances in most of those areas. Elsewhere northwest of the city, we're down to about 20%. That doesn't mean you won't see one today, but we're thinking most of the coverage will stick off on the east side and the south side of the city today. And this forecast model kind of shows that just a little bit as we move through this afternoon, starting to try to sag their way southward by about 4 p.m. But notice once the sun sets today, the coverage is gone, just some lingering clouds, maybe a couple sprinkles in some areas. Will dry out overnight tonight, and tomorrow at about 11 o'clock, storms will start to fire again, maybe a little bit more northward than they are today. So North Georgia will get in on the action tomorrow. By 2 p.m., we'll see more coverage, and then by 4 p.m., a little bit more intense with the rainfall, especially north of where they are firing today. And then most areas tomorrow might get in on a shower or storm before sunsets, and then everything dries out. Now, our extended outlook shows much of the same existing Wednesday, Thursday, and into your Friday. But notice this cold front starting to make its way southeastward just across North Georgia, extreme North Georgia by the Tennessee border by Friday. This will help enhance that coverage of showers and storms through the weekend, so we can see upwards of 50 to 60% chances of storms and showers by the weekend. But before we get there, tonight we'll be at 72 degrees for your overnight low. Tomorrow, we'll heat things up to near average. We'll be at 90 again. Average high is 89. So we're going to continue that 90-degree streak into tomorrow even, and we're going to keep that around through the rest of the week too. Now tomorrow we'll start off by 75 by 8 a.m., increasing to the mid to upper 80s by lunchtime with a chance of showers and storms coming in at around 2 to 5 p.m. and then diminishing as the sun sets tomorrow. As we move through the rest of the week, we can expect the same, almost like cookie cutter, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, low 90s, 30% chances of showers and storms. And then once that cold front starts to make its way through, we can expect 40% chance of showers and storms continuing through Sunday, with those 90s also continuing to Sunday before we get a little bit chance of relief to get out of those 90s by your Monday.